In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NFL game happening on October 23, 2024, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. One thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Minnesota Vikings versus Los Angeles Rams. As week 8 of the NFL season kicks off, 2 National Football Conference teams prepare to clash under the bright lights of Thursday Night Football in Los Angeles. The Minnesota Vikings hit the road to face the Los Angeles Rams at SoFi Stadium, aiming to rebound after their first loss of the season. Minnesota fell 31-29 to the Detroit Lions in a close contest on Sunday, failing to cover the spread as 1-point favorites. Meanwhile, the Rams earned a 20-15 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders, though they struggled to meet expectations as 7.5-point favorites. The Vikings lead the all-time regular season series between these teams 22-16-2, but the Rams have taken the last 2 meetings, including a 30-23 road win on December 26, 2021. Minnesota enters this game with a 5-1 record, hoping to put the Lions' defeat behind them. Despite the loss, the offense looked sharp. Quarterback Sam Darnold completed 22 of 27 passes for 259 yards, adding a touchdown and an interception to his stat line. Aaron Jones contributed significantly to the ground game with 14 carries for 93 yards and a touchdown, while Justin Jefferson continued his stellar season, catching 7 passes for 81 yards and a score. The Vikings are averaging 28 points per game, supported by a defense allowing just 18 points per contest. Both the offense and defense rank 6th in the league, reflecting the team's balanced approach. However, their defense struggled against the Lions, allowing Jared Goff to complete 22 of 25 passes. To succeed against Los Angeles, the Vikings will need their pass rush to disrupt Matthew Stafford. Tight end TJ Hawkinson could also return to boost the offense. The Rams have faced challenges this season, but with a chance to secure back-to-back wins, they'll look to turn things around. In their victory over the Raiders, Stafford went 4 for 23 with 154 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. Kyren Williams took charge of the run game, recording 21 carries for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Rams' defense was the real difference maker, forcing 3 interceptions, and they'll need to generate turnovers again to keep pace with Minnesota. Offensively, the Rams have struggled, averaging just 19 points per game while giving up 26 points on defense. Their offense ranks 23rd in the league, and the defense isn't much better, sitting at 26th overall. With issues across the board, Los Angeles will need a cleaner performance to keep the game close against a tough Vikings team. Minnesota's narrow loss to the Lions was a setback, but it provided reasons for optimism. The Lions have steadily built a strong roster and are poised to contend for the National Football Conference title this season, making the Vikings' close performance even more impressive. Despite the defeat, the Vikings held their own in several key categories, including total yards, turnovers, and time of possession. Jared Goff's efficient 280-yard passing day underscored how difficult it is to contain Detroit's offense, yet the Vikings stayed competitive until the very end. On the other side, the Rams' win over the Raiders wasn't particularly convincing. Despite coming off a bye week, they only managed 259 yards of total offense. Las Vegas has a solid defense, but the Rams entered the game as significant favorites and failed to dominate. Even with Gardner Minshew throwing 3 interceptions, Los Angeles allowed the Raiders to rack up 20 first downs and 317 total yards. While the Rams escaped with the win, their struggles highlighted how disjointed they remain on both sides of the ball. Thursday night's game presents a tough challenge for Los Angeles. Cooper Kupp's potential return will be a boost, but his availability is uncertain, and it's unclear how effective he will be if he plays. Meanwhile, the Vikings are eager to bounce back from their first loss, which came on a last-second field goal, and have been consistent performers all season. Statistically, favorites on Thursday Night Football have been dominant, going 6-1 against the spread and 7-0 straight up this season. While playing at home and avoiding travel is a benefit for the Rams, they'll need to play better across the board to be competitive in this matchup. The Rams' offensive struggles are a significant concern. Even with Kupp back in Week 2, they were overwhelmed 41-10 by the Arizona Cardinals. In their win over the Raiders, they failed to reach 300 yards of offense, relying heavily on turnovers to survive. Unless they make major improvements on offense, it's difficult to see them keeping pace with a Vikings squad that excels on both sides of the ball. Justin Jefferson remains nearly unstoppable, and Sam Darnold has been steady under center. The Vikings defense, led by coordinator Brian Flores, has been one of the best in the league, adding to the Rams' uphill battle. This game has all the makings of a competitive contest, with the Vikings looking to shake off their first loss and the Rams desperate to build momentum. If Kupp plays, it will improve the Rams' chances, but Stafford needs better protection from his offensive line to be effective. Los Angeles also needs to find a way to contain Jefferson, something few teams have managed to do this season. The Vikings have been a pleasant surprise so far, exceeding expectations, while the Rams continue to search for consistency. Until Los Angeles can prove they can slow down a high-powered offense, it's hard to trust them. While the Rams come into this game with some positives after their win over Las Vegas, the offense is still underwhelming, and they could have easily lost that game without the defense's help. The Vikings' defense is likely to be even tougher, and the Rams may struggle to move the ball. Expect Sam Darnold to have another productive outing, and for Jefferson to be a major factor once again, creating problems for the Rams' secondary. Although there are reasons to believe the Rams could keep this game close, such as playing at home and Kupp's potential return, the Vikings remain the better team. So the Minnesota Vikings to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Rams' inconsistent offense raises doubts heading into this matchup. While the Raiders have a solid defense, it was surprising to see Sean McVay's team struggle to generate offense after a bye week. Facing a more disciplined and aggressive Vikings defense presents an even greater challenge. Minnesota ranks near the top of the league in multiple defensive categories, including interception rate and sack rate. Additionally, they are strong on third downs, limiting opponents to a conversion rate of just 32.1%. The Rams, by contrast, have converted only 37.5% of their third down attempts, ranking 20th in the league. Their running game has also been ineffective, averaging just 4 yards per carry and 100 yards per game. Without significant improvement, Stafford will have to carry the offense under constant pressure. The Vikings are poised to take advantage of the Rams' defensive vulnerabilities. Although Los Angeles has shown slight improvement on defense, they are still near the bottom of the league in several key areas, including opponent points, yards per game, and yards per rush. Even if the Rams can put up a fight, it's doubtful they will score enough to keep pace with Minnesota's offense. Given how well the Vikings have played this season, it's hard to see the Rams reaching 20 points against a defense coached by Brian Flores. Minnesota has stayed under the total in 4 of their 6 games this season, showing a tendency for lower scoring affairs. They scored just 34 points in their Week 1 win over the Giants, falling short of the 41-point total, but combined with the Packers to score 60 points in a road win later in September. Meanwhile, the Rams have hit the over in 3 of their 6 games this season, though their home games have leaned toward the under. They combined for 51 points against the 49ers, but fell under the total in their last 2 home games, with a 43-point output against Green Bay and a 35-point result against the Raiders. The game's opening total rose from 45 to 48 points, indicating that sharp money expects a higher scoring contest. However, with the number climbing, it feels increasingly risky to expect a shootout. While both teams have playmakers, the under appears to be the smarter play, given the Rams' offensive struggles and the Vikings' strong defense. Expect the game to fall just short of the total, making under the projected total our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.